Yo, what's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Today's Friday. We got a huge show. Bitcoin is bouncing off a key level as we speak. Ethereum in a pretty good position to buy. I'm going to go through my current spot portfolio. Yeah, let's get straight into the show. Over here, we have Bitcoin bouncing off the key level. So let's just go into Bitcoin on the hourly time frame. You see we have this upsloping support trend line over here. And I'm looking at this for Bitcoin to get a potential bounce, but I have entered a ETH long instead of Bitcoin because Bitcoin's at the key level. The market obviously follows Bitcoin, but I have entered an ETH long over here. I'll get into that trade later. But if Bitcoin loses this level over here, this upsloping support trend line, the levels that I'm watching for a good bounce are going to be this green box over here. And what is the green box? Well, the green box, the top of the green box is the 50% of the wick over here. And also the 25 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. Let's just zoom out. So remember this wick on the hourly candle. We're going to remember that the 50% is coming in at 96,200. And if we go to the 4-hour time frame over here, we can see the 25 EMA on the 4-hourly chart over here. And you can see how it's governed price recently, guys. It's governed price super well. Got a big bounce over there. Got some wicks below, but it basically just held it strong. So I am looking for another bounce off that level. If it has happened before, why can't it happen again? So this box is where I am setting up long orders in case we do lose this level. But just in case we do get a bounce and head on to that 100K plus region over there, I have entered a small ETH long. So let's just get into Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Obviously long and strong over here. Very bullish. There's nothing bearish about all-time highs. I probably sound like a stuck record saying that, but we did get a little potential local top over here, just below 100K at 99,600 over there. So, you know, this could be a little top. We can expect a little pullback. That's why I do have the levels out earlier. But this formation, a bit of a rising wedge over here, but it has broken to the upside. You can see it broke to the upside. Onwards and upwards. Let's go into Ethereum quickly because Ethereum is looking really good in my opinion. So we obviously got the golden cross over there. My bad. We've got the golden cross over there. We've got the 50-day EMA crossing above the 200-day EMA. This is the golden cross. And the two scenarios I was looking at for this morning was either just continuation over there, but it looks like we are getting the pullback. So I'm going to get rid of that. So I'm looking for a pullback into this level over here. And that's the 50% level of the recent move. So we obviously got the pump yesterday from this level over here, just above 3,000 all the way to 3,430 there. And the 50% of that level comes in at 3,233. Okay, so I've got a limit order for Ethereum over there. You can see I got the limit order over here, 3,230. But I did have to enter in now because we did get a big wick. And as I said earlier, Bitcoin came down and touched perfectly on that upsloping support trend line. And as I saw that, I did jump into the ETH long. I'm certain that Ethereum is going to come to the party. It's going to come alive, especially into Q1 of next year. So I did jump into this trade as I do see a lot of people having eyes on Ethereum. So I think the level could have been front run. Let's just carry on with the analysis. So we do have Solana. Guys, Solana, all-time highs today. Again, there's nothing bearish about all-time highs. Those all-time highs broken yesterday. We could have a little shooting star topping candle over here, but we have to wait for the day to close, guys. We have to wait for the day to close. And there's nothing bearish about all-time highs. Again, guys, we have been long and we've been extremely happy to hold Solana for the majority of the cycle. I did get in early and I sold a little bit too early, but I have been accumulating at these low regions over here. So we are smiling with our current positions. And we also just absolutely nailed the Solana pick over there. Let's talk about USDT dominance because this is falling. So I've been speaking about this, guys. I've been speaking about this a lot, and I'm looking for something very similar to play out like exactly what happened last year. Okay, so have a look at this. So this is USDT dominance on the daily time frame, and you can see that there is a strong support over here. Okay, there's a strong support. There was a strong support. It broke down. We got the death cross, capitulation, and it just kind of moved to the downside. So from the capitulation to the actual top or local top of Bitcoin was 140 days. Okay, so it's an extremely similar pattern. You can see over there, we do have the death cross, the huge waterfall to the downside. Looks like we are at that support region and looks like we are about to go through. We haven't gone through yet. but I am looking for this to play out. And the reason why I like this is because this took 140 days from the waterfall all the way down to the Bitcoin top, okay? Or the cycle, little local top in the cycle there. So I'm expecting something extremely similar to play out, and that would be a move for USDT dominance to go all the way down over here. It'll take 140 days, and that lines up with the 31st of March. Okay, so the 31st of March, that is the end of Q1. Okay, so it's all lining up here. And if we look at Ethereum quarterly returns, and if we have a look at Q1, look at that, guys. We have an average of 93% for Ethereum Q1 returns, medium of 29%, and it looks good, guys. It looks good. We got 3 in a row last time, so we are expecting a 3 in a row again, okay? So I think this is going to play out. I have high conviction this is going to play out. This is why I have I've sold all my Bitcoin, and I'm now in altcoins, okay? I'm 100% in altcoins. I'm going to reveal my portfolio later. What am I holding? Blah, blah, blah. But for now, we are very happy with this analysis. I think it's going to play out. 140 days from the waterfall takes us to the 31st of March, which lines up perfectly with Q1 over here, guys. I think this is going to play out. You can hold me accountable to this. Okay, total crypto market cap, 3.2 trillion, all-time highs. I put the rocket here a few days ago because I think we're just going to take off from here. I think as soon as we closed outside, I was like, okay, it's time to go. So yeah, the rocket's over here, and I'm expecting just absolute continuation for the total crypto market, which lines up perfectly with the USDT dominance analysis earlier, which is just going to go to the downside over there. Yeah, so this falling will be bullish for the total crypto market, and it's all lining up, guys. It is all lining up. Apologies, the connection seems to be a little bit slow here. But yeah, the rocket fuel is here, and I'm expecting continuation upwards. First target's probably that around $4 trillion region. Let's talk about total 3. This is the crypto market cap that excludes Ethereum and Bitcoin. It obviously includes Solana. Solana has been holding up the show here. We were extremely bullish at this region over here at that 600 billion. You can go back, even go back onto my Twitter. I was talking about this region being huge. We got the bull cross. There were many factors over here, and we have been basically fully deployed, or the majority deployed into altcoins, but now we are officially all in on altcoins, guys. This is looking like it's just going to continue onwards and upwards from here. We have broken this high over here, which led to a huge waterfall down. So this is a very key level that we have held, and we are looking for this to push up above the $1 trillion region. That is for altcoins. XRP is looking great. We were in a long from down here. I took some profits on the way, and I have actually sold half of my XRP bag. Believe it or not, I've sold half my XRP bag. Is it too soon? Potentially, but guys, I'm here for USDT. I'm not here for XRP. So there we go. I have sold half my bag at this region over here. It was about 101.41. That was the price where I sold half my bag, and I am selling the other half at 1.75 if we do see this level, and if market makers allow us to see this level. The reason why I am target that level, well, the reason I sold a little bit today is because Bitcoin looked like it was going to roll over when it broke down a little bit there. So I was getting a little bit like, okay, we could take some profits here. We are quite overheated, in my opinion. But if we take the macro range from XRP, the all-time high on Kraken being that $3.36, the 50% level comes in perfectly at that $1.75. So I am looking for this level to be heavy resistance. And you can see what we have over here is just wicks, and this was the weekly close. So I am looking between the 50% level of the macro range to these weekly open and closes to be a good target. So we could see a little push up from there and then come down again, and then we're going to have to see. The reason why I'm happy to take profits here is, well, if this rips, it's likely to come and test the 50% level, and then we can just buy in again at no loss, guys, and then we can see upwards moving like that. But guys, definitely be cautious with XRP. I've traded this many times. We have seen these huge pumps followed by huge dumps. It happens every time, so it most likely will happen this time. But I'm always happy to be wrong, but I am prepared for all scenarios, guys. I am prepared for all scenarios. I also want to quickly go into the DXY. The DXY broke through the resistance level over here. This is the highest level it has seen in 2 years. Okay, this isn't really a good look for risk on assets, but this could be, you know, the nations seeing the dollar with Trump in power as one of the strongest currencies. So the fact that Bitcoin and cryptos have been ripping with the dollar is extremely bullish for the cryptos, and we are likely to see continuation for cryptos. If this rolls over, if the dollar rolls over, it's going to be very bullish for crypto. So S&P 500 futures, let me just go into the normal. We had quite a bullish day yesterday, no surprise. We opened up over here, then we came all the way down, and then the bulls stepped in, and we did get a high close over there. I am looking for the dollar, the S&P 500 to come down and test the 50-day EMA over there. No promises, but we will start to get a bit more bullish over there, as we do often get a bounce from that region. But onwards and upwards for the S&P 500, it's nothing but bullish, as it's creating higher highs and higher lows, and it does look like this parabola is in full tact. We have had this parabola here for a while. Okay, let's go into my ETH trade quickly. So we are up 15% on this. It's obviously a tiny trade. The majority of my trade was a limit order at that region over there. My current longs still remain over here. So I am in a few longs over here. Obviously, Jupiter. We are well up on Jupiter. Jupiter hasn't been performing though, guys. Jupiter hasn't been performing. We have to call a spade a spade. We have to call a spade a spade, and it is obvious that Jupiter hasn't been performing. I'm just gonna let this load over there. I think we got in at that 70-cent region, just above 70 cents over there, but it hasn't been performing well, guys. Let me just go over there. Jupiter, okay, we're up 340%. I'm gonna take profits on this one, probably half profits on this one, because it hasn't been performing well, guys. So I'm going to take half profits over there. Close. There we go. Nice little profits. 340%. Ondo's doing well. It's fighting with that $1 region. Ton, Bonk. We're obviously up huge on that. And guys, it's very important with crypto to let the winners run. Okay, that's the title of the video. You have to let the winners run and cut the losers. So you got to go through your portfolio and ask yourself, what are the losers and what are the winners? Well, Jupiter is a loser compared to Bonk, as it's completely underperformed it. So I'm going to let Bonk run and cut the losers, cut the dead weight. And we're going to have a look at the rest of these trades here. We're in a mask trade. ETH, obviously, guys, I was preaching the $3,100 region over there. This is the trade setup for Ethereum, and then we're obviously entering more now. I'll tell you guys why I'm entering more in the ETH trade is because let's just go over to the 4-hour time frame. Obviously, we spoke about Bitcoin getting that bounce off that trend line over there. But with Ethereum, guys, with Ethereum over here, it's been respecting the daily 50% level. So I'm expecting the 50% level to be respected on the lower term time frame. So let's just go into the daily time frame over here for Ethereum, and you can see, guys, the 50% range came in from the recent move. So it obviously pumped from 2,366. We were obviously well prepared for that. It pumped up to this 3,400 region over there. And that 50% level, let's just extend it so you can see it a bit better. No, guys, I'm talking about the wrong one. The 50% level from the current, the big range over there. So I've got so many 50% levels, it is confusing. So we got the cycle high over there to that capitulation bottom, obviously on the 5th of August, and that 50% level comes in at 3,100 region, 3,000. So I got so many lines. Let me get rid of this, guys. 3,100 over here. Okay, so this region over here was the 50% level of the huge range, and I was saying that it's likely that if the crypto market is in a strong position, which it clearly is, Bitcoin just under 100K, then this is going to hold for Ethereum. Okay, so we got 3,100, and we got the bull cross 50 crossing above the 200, and yeah, I was obviously preaching that level over there. And where did we get in? There we go, 3,095, and we are holding this trade, guys. We are holding this trade, so I'm building a new trade. I hope price can come down to 3,230. Here is the majority of my long. This is just a tiny long for now. And yeah, I am in a few trades at the moment. I think the market's pulled back a bit, so Near Protocol's down a bit, AAVE's down a bit, Phantom, we're up on Phantom, Big Time, we're down a bit. ICP's been doing well today. We are up 25% on that trade. ENA, we're up almost 100% on that trade. Notcoin, we're down. BNB, we're up. And AAVE, we are up. So it's looking quite good, guys. It's looking quite good for the markets. I would like to see a little move down to here. I think this is going to be big support, and we are going to see a bigger push up from that region over there. Okay, that's been a bit of a long-winded talk over there. So if you guys have any altcoin requests, please let me know down in the comments there, and definitely smash the like button. I'm going to reveal my crypto portfolio in a few minutes, so definitely smash the like button if you enjoy that. It's going to be authentic here. I've got all the percentages of all the tokens that I'm holding, and yeah, we're going to have a discussion about the portfolio, what you guys think, what am I missing? I know for a fact that I don't have enough gaming tokens, so if you guys could comment some gaming tokens that I need in my portfolio, we can have a look at those and see if they are aligning with the trends and if they are showing strength. So let's quickly go into fear and greed. Bitcoin, obviously at 94, extreme greed. Okay, this is kind of where you go, okay, let's step back, let's see what's going on. This is why I have exited most of my Bitcoin positions. Ethereum 80, it's getting hot, guys. It's getting hot. The crypto market is hot at the moment. So instead of aping in, we have been shaving off a little bit, but I am looking for some projects to get into on the next pullback. So definitely comment some projects that you think are looking good, and we can have a look at those. High block capital, let's just load this up again. We'll give it a refresh. You can see most of the players are long, so we did expect a little bit of a pullback over there. So let's just let this load up, then we can get straight into it. But yeah, High Block loves to take his time over here. But yeah, guys, if you have a Twitter, definitely go check me out. Over here, Matt Gold XL, obviously market analysis. I post quite a bit of my stuff here. We did call the MicroStrategy breakout, and we did say Bitcoin is going to follow suit on the 12th of October there. And yeah, we have called quite a bit of the crypto market over there. So definitely come check it out over there. So High Block Capital was expecting a move down to that region over there, and we did get that move down there. So I do like to have a look at this and use this as like a bit of a confluence tool for my crypto trading. This is suggesting that we could get a move all the way down to 88K. It's definitely a possibility, guys. Nothing is off the cards for now. You can see the market is extremely long. Most players are long. But if we go into the long-short ratio, you can see in the last 24 hours, there are more players short than long, meaning that we are at some kind of equilibrium over there. You can see the 24-hour liquidations. Let's go into this quickly. What you're starting to notice is a lot of longs and shorts all getting liquidated over there. So normally what we used to see was like one dominated liquidation. This is obviously on the 5th of August. This is why when a lot of longs get liquidated, we can say, okay, the bottom is near, or this is the bottom. Again, another bottom. That was the 1st of August. But over here, you can see it's quite even with the liquidations. These high long liquidations are matched with just as big short liquidations. So this is what you do expect when you are at some kind of market top. But let's just get into what's next, guys. What's next? So we are hopefully lining up this ETH trade. Let's go into the crypto portfolio for now, guys. Here it is, project portfolio. So today I did sell some tokens. I sold 7% of my Solana because we did go past all-time highs, and I sold 50% of my XRP bag because I think we could be overheated over here. But let's just go into my holdings. So we got Solana. This is my biggest holding. It's not my biggest investment. It's just because Solana has completely outperformed some of the other investments I have made. So that's why it is up there at the highest, and it was 20 odd percent. I don't know, but now it's 22.5%. Second is Ethereum. I think Ethereum has legs in it. I do see Ethereum breaking this down sloping resistance over here, and I do see Ethereum hitting 5K this cycle, all-time highs. I think it's going to follow suit. Solana's hit all-time highs. Bitcoin's hit all-time highs. Ethereum should hit all-time highs. I know it's been lagging, but as we did say, this is one big deviation. Most likely, could we get a retest of this region? Yes, we could, but we are expecting continuation onwards and upwards, especially since we are in a more risk-on environment. We could have to wait for the DXY to break down before we see this. Next, I have a little bit of cash now since I sold my Solana and XRP. Got a little bit of a cash bag in case we do get a strong dip, and I am going to be going into some potential gaming narratives or We will check the comments later. I'm in Casper. Link's been a bit painful to hold, but I was quite an early investor, so it is almost 4% of my portfolio. Sui's obviously ripped of recent, and Brett as well, so these are quite a high up the portfolio. Ton has been struggling a little bit, but I am holding this. Here we go, Render. I did see Render in the comments. I am holding quite a decent Render position over there. Mantra, this has pumped. Of course, this is pumped, so it is quite high up the list over there. Rune, Ondo, guys, these are all tokens that have been running quite well this cycle, in my opinion. We can have a look at some later. I think one that hasn't been running well is going to be Chainlink, guys. Chainlink has been struggling. It has made a macro higher low, so there is a case to hold this. Obviously, Ondo, guys, RWA narrative. You can see RWA holds 6.33% of my portfolio. Meme coins are 13%. We can go into those later. And then obviously some of the meme coins would be with Popcat. Brett has really ripped, so it has kind of brought my portfolio up there. And then we got Injective, we got Dex, Uniswap, Oracles, Pith, and Link are my main bags for that. Happy to hold those. AVAX is doing okay. I might be offloading my AVAX bag relatively soon. AAVE has been really struggling recently. Pendle's been doing well, RWA narrative, and there are quite a few that have been struggling. We're going to have a look at the charts just now. And then obviously I am in some of these pretty filthy meme coins over here, which I probably shouldn't be holding them, but I am holding them because, bit of FOMO, but it's good to, 0.12% of the portfolio. We don't really mind if it goes to zero. There are some other coins like Say, of course, the Chinese coin. We are holding that in the portfolio. And RWA, C-Pool, we can go into this later, guys. But for now, I do want to go into Chainlink. I want to speak about Chainlink because Chainlink is a decent part of my portfolio, but it hasn't really been performing. So we're going to go into Chainlink on the daily time frame, and we are going to analyze it. It is at $15. It is up today. I think we are going to have to be patient with Chainlink. And guess what's happening, guys? Guess what's happening? It's probably happening today or on the weekend. The golden cross, guys. The bull cross, the golden cross. This should be sending it higher. I was speaking about the golden cross yesterday, and one thing I want to speak about the golden cross is with Ethereum. Look at that. Got the golden cross, immediate pump. Let me know if you guys know why this happens, guys. I'll tell you why it happens. Because there are trading bots that are programmed to either long or short the death cross or the golden cross. Okay, so you will find that there are bots out there that when the 50 crosses above the 200, it just triggers buy orders. Okay, so this is why I think that we did see a big pump in Ethereum. It was literally timed perfectly with the golden cross. So when charts do get the golden cross, they normally go parabolic. Okay, Mantra, I don't think Mantra got the death cross, so this isn't a good one to look at. But let's have a look at something like Sui. Okay, Sui, for example. Let's pull up Sui. Okay, what happened with Sui? Well, Sui has the death cross. It got the golden cross over here, and then it just went. It went off, and look at that, guys. From the golden cross, it was over here. 145, 143%. Okay, that's massive. There are other ones, guys, are there? Got the golden cross. I'm going to wick through over there. It depends on the market conditions. But when the 50 is above the 200, it does give bias to the bulls. The bulls are usually in control, guys. The bulls are usually in control. So the golden cross is happening for Chainlink today. Where should we be cautious on our Chainlink bags? Well, you can see this is quite a key resistance over here. This could be an area where you could be taking profits out of your Chainlink bag. That's coming in at that 16, upper 16 region, $17. I think this will be a key resistance over there. One thing I'm going to look at, is the macro 50% level. So we're going to put that over there, take this down there, boom. And you can see we currently are wrestling with the macro 50% level, okay? And we are actually getting rejected off it. We did get rejected today as well. And you can see over here that, this is going to act as strong resistance. So we do need to wait for Chainlink to get above. So it could be worth offloading a little bit of Chainlink until this does get through. But the reason I'm not going to do that is because we are getting the golden cross. So what I'm expecting now is likely a big push up. We get rejected off this area, maybe consolidate, and then I'm expecting that big leg up into that region over there. And Chainlink's fundamentals are strong, in my opinion. We're not going to go into the fundamentals today. But if we had to pull out the fib retracement from the high to the low, the 50% will act as a magnet. Okay, so I do see Chainlink's next move pushing all the way up to that $29 region over there, guys. So we pumped something like that. So we can see that happen again from these lows over here. Takes us into that region over there. So $29 for Chainlink is decent from current price. That is we're doubling down, we're doubling. So a 100% move from here. But obviously there is downside risk. So yeah, this is what I think is going to play out for Chainlink. So that's speaking about Chainlink in my portfolio. So obviously, guys, the top ones are Solana and Ethereum, no longer Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin is about to hit 100K. I think it might hit 100K. I don't actually care anymore if it hits 100K or not, because I have rotated, and I tell you why. Obviously, looking at Bitcoin dominance, this is bullish, guys. This is bullish. I'm not gonna say anything else but Bitcoin dominance being bullish. Let me get rid of this. This is just a distraction over here. So what you'll notice with Bitcoin dominance is each time that it finds a top, the crypto market finds a top, Bitcoin dominance at the bottom. Okay, so the market topped over here, end of 2017, and it was the Bitcoin dominance bottom. Okay, over here, Bitcoin dominance, we did get a bottom over here. That was the top of the crypto market. So the crypto cycle doesn't end until Bitcoin dominance is on the floor. Okay, so will this time be different, and will Bitcoin just come down here and this will be the market top? Potentially, guys, potentially. And I think this is likely. This is a likely scenario. I think we could get quite a weak alt season, you know, until Q1. You know, it'll drop down here, something like that. But Bitcoin is looking really strong, and there's a lot of institutional demand for it. So, but with that fact that the crypto market doesn't top until Bitcoin dominance is at the bottom, is something that I'm paying attention to, guys. And it is, I mean, like, we could come up to the 50% level at the 67% over there, and before we see a rejection, I do think we will see a lower high. Okay, I do think we'll see a lower high. So I'm not looking for it to break past here. Maybe the crypto market comes down and then we get that lower high, you know, when we do come into that point of the cycle. But what you got to ask yourself right now, guys, is if the crypto cycle tops when Bitcoin dominance is at the bottom, okay, we're obviously not at the end of the cycle. Okay, so we do expect alts to run into the end of the cycle, of course. Okay, that's the alt season and the crypto mania and everyone's, you know, mom talking about crypto. So what you got to ask yourself over here is, are we closer to a top or a bottom, okay, for Bitcoin dominance? And in my opinion, I think we are closer to a top. So what this means is that I'm looking to be exiting Bitcoin. I have exited Bitcoin, and I'm now looking for altcoin plays. Can Bitcoin pump some more, and, you know, we can hit that 64% level over there? Yeah, we can. Okay, that's going to be a 5%, not the end of the world. If I am allocated in projects that are outperforming Bitcoin, such as Solana, if you zoom out, Casper is, Sui is, Brett. These are projects that are outperforming Bitcoin. So I don't mind if Bitcoin dominance does this. If Bitcoin dominance does this, then ultimately what you're seeing are like super weak looking coins like TIA, okay, extremely weak coin. This is going to be losing value, okay, not the strong projects. So again, what you got to ask yourself is, are we closer to a top or are we closer to a bottom? And I think we're closer to a top. So as I drew out there, we can go into this region over here. that like 63, 64 region, okay, 5% to the downside. But the gain this way is 20% to the first support, and we could go all the way down to here. I'm personally gonna be targeting this zone over here, and look how it lines up perfectly. So we obviously got the support, this downsloping support as well, and the cross of that comes at the end of quarter one. Okay, so I think it's all lining up. I think we could see a very fast move now to the bottom over here. And what I showed you earlier is, okay, well, let's open up a short on Bitcoin dominance. You know, we could come into that 65, 64 region over there. And there we go. And there we go. Okay, this is a risk reward of 4-to-1. This is the kind of trade that I like to take. Okay, so there we go. This is my thoughts behind now being fully deployed into altcoins. What I mean by that is I am gonna go by the assumption that Bitcoin is going to start losing value to the other coins. Okay, and the reason why I'm looking at this region over here is because if you look at Bitcoin dominance, you have to ask yourself, well, are we creating higher lows or lower lows? Well, we're creating higher lows on the macro time frame. Okay, so there's this trend over here. Will we tag this trend? We might tag the trend, guys. We might tag this trend over here. That could be the bottom of the cycle, you know, something like that. This could very well play out, guys. This could very well play out. So what I'm looking for is Bitcoin dominance to deviate above this level, start to close down. Then I think we're going to see a very fast drop. And look how fast Bitcoin dominance drops, guys. It doesn't wait for anyone. Okay, it doesn't wait for anyone. So last time when it broke, so what I'm seeing is a little deviation. Then we're going to come below this key support. And how many weeks was it? Well, it was 5 weeks. Okay, so this happens very fast in the space of a month. So I think this could happen very fast. You know, we could see some chop around here, and then I think quarter one. You know, we've spoken about quarter one next year. I don't think quarter one's going to wait for anyone, and I think we are going to see an aggressive move for altcoin. So I am positioning myself for that. Okay, I am positioning myself for that. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know if you guys think that is a risky idea. Obviously, you know, it's crypto trading. It is obviously risky. But again, you got to ask yourself, are we closer to the top or are we closer to the bottom for Bitcoin dominance? We've never seen the cycle end without Bitcoin dominance bottoming. So will this time be different? Probably not. So this would be when we come into this region over here for Bitcoin dominance. This is when I'm going to most likely start offloading more than half of my portfolio into USDT. I'll be parking over here, maybe into Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin will be going up. It will be seen as a safer asset class with less risk. And then I will be leaving a moon bag in case we do get that additional drop down to that 40% region over there. So this is my plan, guys. This is my plan. That's why I'm not in Bitcoin at the moment. So yeah, these are the projects that I'm in at the moment. I may look at, you know, selling stuff and just holding a little bit less, because I do have, you know, I've got like 50 projects here and this is all garbage in my opinion. So I got like 50, maybe 40 tokens that I actually want to hold over here. Let me know what you guys think I'm missing, guys. Let me know what you guys think I'm missing. I'm going to do some TA now. We're going to go over the altcoin requests as it stands. So let's go over the altcoin requests. So let's go into sector over here. What is first? What are we looking at, guys? What are we looking at? Let's just go into the daily time frame, because that's the time frame that I like to trade. Let's go into AAVE. Okay, cool. So we are in an AAVE long. I did show you guys earlier, but let's have a look at AAVE. So this box is a box that I was talking about earlier, or a few weeks ago, and I was looking at this box to potentially be tested. And I think this is a good zone for AAVE. We obviously had that huge pump towards the start of November, with obviously the elections over there. And in my opinion, AAVE is looking good. You got to zoom out and ask yourself, well, are we creating higher lows and higher highs, or are we creating lower lows and lower highs? Well, we obviously creating higher lows and higher highs. So we tell ourselves that this is bullish. Okay, there's an upwards bias on AAVE. Okay, so AAVE is a strong coin, and AAVE is bouncing incredibly well off that 50% level. And if we take out the 50% of that huge move over there, it looks like it is above the 50% level, and it could be testing it as support as we speak today. It looks like we actually wicked off perfectly off there today, the 50% level. So we do expect continuation over here. We got a little bit of a W pattern over here as well. So we're going to turn on the RSI, and then we're going to ask ourselves, well, did we create a higher low on the RSI or lower low? Okay. Well, we actually created a lower low as price goes down. So that's a little cause to concern. I don't only trade RSI, obviously, but it is above the 50% level and the 50-day EMA. So I do have a bullish bias on this. That's RSI. If it was higher, that would have been a third confluence, and I probably would be aping in to something like this. This is a decent long in my opinion. You could see a long like that. Stops below the wicks over there, and you could target the top over there, and that is a risk reward of 3-1. So this is a trade. This is a good trade in my opinion. I'm not taking the trade. I'm already in the AAVE position, but that's AAVE, guys. That's AAVE. Let's have a look at render, because render is quite a big portion of my bag, and it's it's only been Chainlink and render that I've been a little bit uncomfortable holding. Going to be honest, I've been a little bit uncomfortable holding these tokens. So I completely round trip render. So I was getting in at this $2, $2.50 region, and it pumped all the way up there. I got super excited, didn't sell anything, and we actually just round tripped it all the way back there. But it looks like render is coming in for that golden cross sooner than later. I think if we lose this level over here, we could come and test the EMAs over there. But this is looking quite good in my opinion. So what we obviously have is we have higher highs and higher lows. You can see price came up, kind of a double top over there, came down, a little bit of a liquidity sweep, but we didn't take out the low over there. And we did see a pump, and it pumped, and it looks like the retest got front run, obviously with Nvidia earnings on the horizon over here. People were getting quite excited. The earnings came out. I think we did top on render over there, because the earnings, Nvidia didn't do too well. But yeah, I would be looking to get into render. I think render is looking good, but the region I'd be looking to get into render would probably be, you see, this is a key level. So you got these lows over here, support, and these old tops. I think this is the level for render, guys. $6.80 to $6.30, and I'm going to pull this down to the 200-day EMA over there. So I think anywhere between $6 and $7 is a decent entry for render. Okay, but what we do want to see for render is a reclaim of the MAC of the range 50%. This is obviously all-time highs for render, I do believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all-time highs for render. The reason why I'm holding render is because it hit all-time highs of the cycle. That's very bullish. Okay, a lot of tokens such as ICP, even though I am long on this now, it didn't make highs of the cycle. Look at that. This means there are a lot of sellers in the market over there. Okay, now with render, if render breaks this region over here, which it is likely to do, there are no sellers above here. So you are expecting to see continuation over there, guys. So yeah, that's my zone for render. I am bullish on render, and yeah, between $6 and $7, I think is a very good spot. We have a look at HBAR and Turbo. So Turbo has actually been struggling. Yeah, but it looks like a decent buy zone. Let's turn on the RSI. RSI is holding up over there. This region for Turbo looks like a bit of a key level. You can see resistance, 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 broke through, support, support. So I'm looking at this region to hold up. If we do lose it, I'm looking at the 200-day EMA, but we're probably going to see a little W here. So a little W, and then off we go to the charges. But what you normally see, what I've seen for Turbo is, well, Turbo gets excited and then it dies. Gets excited, then it dies. Gets very excited, then it dies. I think this is like halfway of the excitement. So I am seeing a move like that for render. Obviously, it's a spot position, so I don't actually mind. I don't mind if it goes all the way here. I don't mind if it does this. but I know by the end of Q1, we could be really rocketing on turbo. It is in the name. I think the little is the snail. I think it's a snail with an astronaut helmet. So it does belong on the moon. So I think it could go to the moon. But obviously speculative. But this recent move in October was the all-time high for turbo. So it is likely to continue. But guys, definitely don't fade turbo just because it does have that astronaut helmet on. Okay, what's next? HBAR. Okay, HBAR is something I don't have in my portfolio, but it looks like it's really starting to rip. Okay, a little bit of FOMO over here. We got the bull cross, the golden cross over there. But let's just zoom out for turbo. For Hedera or HBAR. Yeah, so it's above this key level at the moment. So I think it is looking good. Would I be buying HBAR now? No, definitely not. Let's just draw out the 50% level from the recent move. If Bitcoin does get that pullback, I am expecting this 10 cents, guys, 10 cents on the money, 10 cents for a higher high. A higher low over there for HBAR at that 10-cent region. Or if we lose that level, we could come down to the golden cross over there. But this is looking like it's showing strength. I'm not sure why. Please let me know down in the comments why this pumped. Or did it just follow the normal crypto move? I remember this was up significantly and other coins weren't. So there must be a little fundamental reason over there. But 10 cents, that's my zone for HBAR. BNB. Okay, guys, I am in a BNB long. Little bread and breakfast. I am in the long. We got in earlier, and I think I got fully filled in this long. Okay, there we go, guys. I was preaching about the 50-day EMA over there. I am in the BNB long. Let's find it. There it is. Let's whip it up. Yeah, let's let this refresh so we get all the data over there. Obviously, guys, on CoinW, it's why I take the trades to my trading account. Yeah, so I had limit orders set for BNB. It was a signal. I gave the signal. We were long between, I think, like 610 to 595, and it looks like we got 595 to the T over there. The reason I went for 595 was because of the 50-day EMA over there. So I am expecting continuation over here. I don't like how it has been, it didn't get above the 50% level on the recent little push up, but I am looking for this level to be defended. If you are in the BNB long, I would probably just put your stop loss underneath that wick over there. There we go, $22. That's less than 0.5% risk for this trade. Remember, risk management's key, guys. This is a $5,000 account, so I don't want to be losing more than $50 per trade, guys. But BNB looks good in my opinion. We obviously had this pent up kind of move, which actually got quite choppy. It got quite choppy towards the end. But look how the 50-day EMA really governs the trend for BNB in the big moves. So here we go, bounce off there. I think CZ also looks at the 50-day EMA. So I think that's why we do get the bounce off that region over there. You can see. So I'm expecting another bounce off that region over there. So I think we could, this, if it holds up, I'm happy with that. If it loses that wick and the 50-day EMA, that's where my stop loss is, then I think we could see the top of this before getting that big move into Q1 of 2025, guys. Okay, what's next, guys? What's next? Jupiter, Phantom, and Injective. Okay, so Jupiter, I just closed half of my trade because I don't think it's performing well. No, it's not performing well, guys. But if you guys are looking to get into Jupiter, I think that level, let me just put this up. Let me get rid of that. So it's getting rejected off the 50% range over there. But if you want to get into Jupiter, there we go. I think there's a perfect entry just under $1. I think this 99 cents, I think, could be a good entry. I did go long on this and got stopped out. But I think this would be a really good zone for, I think this was between the EMAs. I think this is the zone for Jupiter, in my opinion. But it's not looking strong, guys. It's not pumping. Okay, what's next? Phantom. I did buy some spot Phantom the other day. But it looks like it's come down to my entry price. Okay, holding up well. I did buy in the box. So again, between the 200 and 50-day EMA, I'm going to be buying that zone for strong looking coins. Obviously, you've got the bull cross over there, and I'm expecting this project to go up the gears. We obviously are we're making higher highs, and this is likely to be another higher low. We don't really want to see that. We don't want to see that. So stop losses, can go below this wick over here, and can expect continuation for Phantom. I'm bullish on Phantom, guys. Let's have a look at Injective quickly, because Injective is also part of my portfolio. Injective, there's so many tokens. Injective, there it is. Okay, so that 25, okay, there we go. So bull cross happening now. Could we see a little wick down? I think we could see a liquidity sweep. Okay, so you can see the 50% level hasn't been tested. The EMAs haven't been tested, and there is quite a bit of liquidity here above the 50% level. So what you can probably see is a little sweep of that zone, something like this. I don't know how far we're going to go, but we probably are going to see something like that happen for Injective. So I think a limit order over here. I'm going to take that trade, guys. So what's the limit order? 22.25. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to take that trade. Injective, INJ. Boom, over there. We're going to take a limit order at 22. No, it's 20.25. We're going to double check that. We're not just going to go long. We're going to double check it. 22.25. Okay, so I probably wouldn't have been triggered there. So 22.25. Low leverage longs. We don't really want to see this come that far underneath here. I'm going to go with a 6x leverage trade over there. And the account is $5,000. So limit order, we're going to make 1% of the account. So we're going to go a $300 trade. It's going to cost 1%. And if this gets liquidated, it's only 1% of the account. So there we go, guys. 18.85 was the stop loss. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that, guys. That's underneath. You don't want to see price come underneath here. So 18.85 is decent stop loss. So that's the trade for Injective. What's next, guys? I'm going to go over a few more. This is running, but I'm trying to get these shows in that 40 to 50 minute region, and we are at 50 minutes now. So I'm going to go over a few more quickly. Let's go over Sol. I did go over Solana earlier, guys. Solana is bullish. Obviously, all-time highs, nothing bearish about it. Could we get a little move down? Of course, we can get a move down. So what I would do is I would put this all the way up here. 50% level comes in at that $187. So if we get below and start closing below 187, it's probably game over for Solana. Would I be buying Solana? No, I wouldn't. I actually sold some Solana today. I sold 7% of my Solana bag today. So I wouldn't be buying today, guys. All-time highs, you have to take something off the table. What's next, guys? Tuka. Oh my gosh. Tuka. Okay, I'm just gonna go on this one. Tuka Carlson, let's go. This doesn't, obviously this doesn't have that much data. I don't have Dex Screener, guys. I don't have Dex Screener. But I have heard of Tuka. So look at CoinX. Yeah, okay, that's a bit of liquidity over there. I don't know why this one is up and that one's down. But yeah, okay, so we are starting to get a little bit of lift off over here. So we are creating higher lows over there. We are above the 50-day EMA. So we are expecting this to probably continue. I wouldn't buy this on leverage. But the little spot bag is decent. You don't want to see this low be taken out. What's a 50% move, guys? I don't like this. It's too much. Tuka. Yeah, okay. Obviously, stop loss below that high over there. This could be a good little zone for Tuka. Yeah, maybe buy. This can be part of my little bag at the bottom here of garbage. Absolute garbage. It can be part of that bag. What's next, guys? Toncoin. Yeah, I like Toncoin. It is part of my portfolio. It has been struggling. Casper and Toncoin have really been struggling, but I am starting to get a little bit hopeful for Toncoin because we are starting to park above the 50-day EMA over there. And I'm just waiting to get above the $6.36. Then I am going to be getting into Notcoin, guys. I do have a decent bag of this though. And it is a breakout, guys. It is a breakout, and this region is close to the breakout. So I think this is definitely worth a long. Could it come down over here and get another test? Of course it can, guys. So you got to be prepared for this scenario. If this happens, I will probably double my bag because I am bullish on TON for fundamental reasons, guys. I think there are about 1 billion users using Telegram. TON is obviously the Telegram blockchain token or something along those lines. That's why, 1 billion users, it sounds good to me. I think it's worth a punt. And that punt is worth just less than 3% of my portfolio. So I'll probably double that to 4% of the portfolio. If we do come into this below $5, I'll be getting a bit greedy on TON, guys. I'll be getting a bit greedy. Okay, so ALGO Rand's pumped. Okay, this is a dinosaur coin, guys. I think TON, wiped off the dust and went long. How's that, guys? So we did get the bull cross as well, but you got to ask yourself, if you bought Algorand for 30 cents and it comes back to 30 cents, are you going to sell, or are you going to be hopeful for that $3 mark? I think it's pretty straightforward, guys. It's clearly a garbage project. Okay, why? Well, people always put money where their mouth is, bro. One time. So if this is people putting money where their mouth is, okay? So if people say it's great, but it's looking all the way down here, it's not a buy for me, guys. It's not a buy for me. This is a bad looking chart. This is why I trade the charts and not fundamentals. I know this was a project from the SEC or something like that. I think Gary Gensler founded this project or something. But the charts don't lie, and this is bearish, and you shouldn't expect continuation. Could it pump all the way up here? It could, guys. It really could. But will it happen? Probably not. If you are in a Algo Rand long and you are looking to hold it for Q1, this would be your TP, guys. Huge take. This is a huge zone. Look at that, guys. Resistance, support, lost it, resistance. Okay, 70 cents. Completely exit your position of Algo Rand here. No financial advice, though, obviously. Okay, what's next, guys? CRV bottom. Potentially. CRV bottom. Let's have a look at CRV. I don't have any CRV. Is the bottom in? Oh, no. Okay, well, we don't. CRV is not in a good position. Why? Well, it's made a macro lower low. Okay. If you look at something like, let's go back to Chainlink. Just remember the structure. Okay, so we came below a point in 2020. Okay, if you look at Chainlink, we zoom out, we made a macro higher low. Okay, so this was lower and we made a higher low. Now with Curve, we didn't make that, guys. This was the low region. We were expecting a low here and we made a lower low, meaning that there are a lot of sellers in the market. Okay. So is the Curve bottom in? Probably. Okay. Is this a huge kind of support zone and this was a deviation? Only time will tell, guys. This could be the deviation and we could see exponential growth for Curve all the way to $6. Am I taking this trade? No, I'm not taking the trade. There are better looking charts. And I think if you are wanting to take this trade, I would at least wait for a break of this downsloping trend line over there. If you can see something like this happen for Curve, then you could be getting a bit more excited. But for now, the sellers are in control of this. And if you're looking to hedge accounts, this could be a decent short. But it is above the EMAs over there. But yeah, definitely not a strong looking coin. Is the bottom in? Most likely, guys. Most likely. Again, we are expecting Q1 to be very bullish for the crypto market. So you would see most coins start to rip to the upside because a rising tide lifts all ships. So this is a ship in the sea, and we are going to see the tide rising in Q1 most likely. So we could see this moving to the upside. Okay, are we going to do a few more? Okay, let's have a look at Filecoin, and then we are going to end the stream over there, guys. We're going to look at Filecoin. I do have Filecoin. I was actually debating switching my Filecoin for Toncoin. Funny enough, guys. Let me search this thing. Filecoin. Okay, the reason I wanted to do it is because it was getting quite close. I mean, I was holding my Filecoin at like $30. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, looking at the chart now, I'm probably going to hold this for a bit longer, and I am looking at this zone over here. Just make this a bit more opaque. I am waiting for this zone to be hit. Okay, so this is a huge inefficient drop over there, and you often see these get retested. So we could see TON get a little pump up here. You know, if it consolidates, we're going to get that bull cross, and then we could see this gap get filled. Okay, so I'm going to set an alert here for Filecoin. Sorry if I said anything else. And say sell the bag. Okay, sell the bag. And the reason why is because it's just really been struggling, guys. You can't say this is a strong project. It's been at the same level since like 2022. So I am going to be looking to swap my Filecoin for something else, but it is likely that we do see this inefficient pool get filled. Okay, looks like we have one person asking for one more token. Okay, Litecoin or ZRX. Okay, I'm gonna do Litecoin. We are doing one more coin. There we go. Litecoin's doing quite well, guys. Look at that. We had that inefficient candle over there. This is what I was talking about for Filecoin, guys. We had that inefficient candle over here, and it got filled. There it is. It got filled, and you know, Litecoin is looking good. Why? Well, the golden cross has occurred. Okay, there we go. Golden cross. If we are seeing a local top at the moment, you would expect the $7.20 to hold up. But let's just extend this up to that top over there and bring this one down. We are above that 50% level, and looks like we did retest it over there. So if Litecoin can hold this $81 region, it is going to be looking quite strong, and we should expect continuation here. It is looking bullish, in my opinion. It's at levels, you know, seen at the March high, the March local top. But yeah, I personally don't hold any Litecoin, but if it comes down to 81, I could see myself maybe buying a little bit over there. I'm going to quickly go into ETH over here. Looks like Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin could be losing that level. Okay, so I have spoken about my zone where I'm going to be buying. Let me get rid of this. So this, I'm buying this level over here, to be exact. BTC. There we go. These are my limit orders for Bitcoin, guys. Do what you must with this. What am I leverage wise? I think I'm on 10x, 20x leverage. There we go. Liquidation and stop loss for this. Guys, happy trading out there. Thanks so much for joining the show. Definitely smash the like button if you enjoyed this show, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is much appreciated and does go a long way. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend, and we will check you guys next week. Cheers for now, guys. Thank you.